If you're looking for a early game Seraphim build for Sacred 2 Remaster, then check out my dual wielding build. It will allow you to attack enemies nice and quick like that. With your combat arts, you have solo target strikes. We have a ranged lightning attack just to draw enemies into us. We can shield ourselves to protect ourselves from extra incoming damage. And if we begin to get swarmed by an enemy, let's say we've got a group of them, we can have a big old AoE, and our main solo attack regenerates extremely quickly. So if this is your kind of thing, let's go over it. Now the first key thing to focus on will be your attributes. These are what level up as you go through the game. And every time you level up you get to put points into these, and this is what makes the difference. Now for these attributes, the main ones I focused on early game, and predominantly still as I'm going through, we are currently level 25, is Strength. This increases the attack value, as well as basic damage for all close range weapons. Since we're dual wielding, we are using 2 swords. Vitality. Extra hit points means we can take more damage, and regenerates even quicker, meaning we need to use less potions. If you come to my equipment here, you see I've got 190 health potions, because my health just regenerates so quick. To go alongside that, Dex is another one, as this will increase your attack and defense value as well as your weapon damage, as you can see here. So while the attack value here is only 31, with strength you can see it's 68. So it's over double. So I really like focusing on the dex personally, because I like the balance between the attack and the defense and the weapon damage, and you can sort of boost your attack through other means. So those would be the 3 key ones I would focus on as you're going through: dexterity, vitality, and then strength. When it comes to skills, the key one you are going to want is of course your dual wield. Now as you can see, every time you level up, you gain extras to everything. So I currently have an attack value of plus 87, at level 26 I'll hit plus 89. My attack speed is 17.4%, it will almost be 17.9, so you can see as we're going through we're almost at a 20% increased attack speed, we're almost at an extra plus 100 attack value. And ideally we want to hit level 75 with this long run, we want that increase the chance for double hits. But before you can pick this one you are going to have to choose some others, so the order I went for was sword weapons, armor law, combat reflexes, constitution, then I finally got dual wield, and toughness. Obviously I have one more to select here, so we can do this live on stream, and I'm thinking we are probably, when I can see it, I think spell resistance is probably the one I'm going to go for. I was looking at this anyway. Other good ones though, however, would be celestial magic law, as this will really tie into that, so I'll probably actually take that one for now, because a lot of our spells are going to be celestial based. But predominantly, and I said this in my beginner's guide, I like focusing on 1 key skill and then 2 to 3 other like minor skills to level up. So dual wield is going to be the main one. I'm putting as many points into this as possible. We want to keep this as topped up as we can. So every time we level up we're going to pump a point into this to keep it as high as possible. After that, obviously early game you're going to want to put into sword weapons just to increase your attack damage with sword weapons, as that is what we're using. But by this point, combat reflex is a big one for me. The evade chance and the chance against critical weapon hits I really like. Extra armor, extra evade chance just makes it so much harder for you to hit. Especially when you cast your ability that gives you an extra health bar, you can really just tank a lot of the fights here. Toughness is another one as well. Armor per damage type is incredible, and as you can see we also reduce the opponent's damage. Again, it's just a really awesome way for us to tank the battlefield as a dex-based character. And Celestial Magic Law will be another one that I now focus on as well. Reason being is, if we come to our combat arts, as you can see, we are using both Baneful Smite, and eventually we're going to want to take the reverted technology as well, as we're using Flaring Nova, and we're using Divine Protection. And honestly, in hindsight, this is probably the one I should have picked earlier, but it is what it is. We want both anyway, because they both will increase our magic output. But for now, our main focus is on just pure raw DPS, and a big chunk of that will come from our abilities. So, when it comes to our equipment or our inventory, I've really focused on things that have good armor, as well as things that will increase the stats we're using and attack value. As you can see with the durable wings, even though I'm level 26, these are only level 21, but the reason I have them: good armor, 12.2% chance to evade, helps with our evade skill, combat reflexes +2. If we come back into here, you will see we're already using combat reflexes, so this is a key thing to have. and attack value plus 14. When it comes to our sort of chest piece, I really like this one I'm using. The reason I chose this, again, high armor, and it has the passive of the extra defense value. So this is just going to help me keep alive on the battlefield and let my abilities do the talking for me. Again with this, plus 5 vitality, boosting that health pool, and 11 armor. It also has a low regeneration penalty. For headwear, dexterity plus 5, again we're really focused on that, and a low-ish regeneration penalty, but a pretty good armor for the piece of equipment it is. For the pauldrons, 52 armor as you can see here. It does have a high regeneration penalty, but I do think the trade-off with the armor is really good, and our main solo attack regenerates really quickly anyway. For the greaves, as you can see here, plus 2 to riding. I do use a horse a lot, so this is very helpful. Low regeneration penalty, and 14 armor. When it comes to ironclad heavy boots, again, 13 armor. We've got plus 2 to alchemy, not amazing, but what I do really like is the 7% run speed, just helps get through the game a little bit quicker. For braces, as you can see here, 12 armor, really good. Very, very low regeneration penalty. But look at all the other passives. Plus 10 to damage, plus 9.4 to armor, plus 9.1 to attack value, plus 10 to defense value. All key skills I'm really focusing on. And then for gloves, as you can see here, 9 armor, offensive skills plus 1, and attack value plus 10. So I've really built all these around having good armor, having good attack value, and as low regeneration penalty as possible, coupled with the idea of having good defense. When it comes to rings, as you can see here, I'm using the hideous signet ring. So chance that opponents cannot evade attacks is 3.6%, helping us hit enemies, and plus 6 to attack value. And again, the signet ring, I want that more plus 6 to attack value. I want that heavy DPS. When it comes to a trinket, experience plus per kill plus 4% allows me to level up quicker, meaning I get more abilities quicker. Now when it comes to equipment, if I show you my swords, these are the 2 I am using. Pretty good baseline damage of 48 to 58, 54 to 65, but it's the passives that really sell it. Again, focusing on what we want. Attack value plus 13, defense value plus 13 on both weapons. And then on the adamantine eviscerator, sword weapons plus 2. Again, one of our very early skills we were looking at was sword weapons, which means it puts a plus 2 into this without me even having to level it up. Works out perfectly. And again, we went over our combat arts, but let's just do it once more. We're going with pelting strikes, 103 to 124 damage, and it's only got a 4.6 second regeneration time, which is pretty quick in the grand scheme of combat sometimes. We went for Baneful Smite. Now this isn't the most powerful, it's only 68 damage, but really useful for picking off an enemy before they even get to you, getting that little chunk of damage in before they manage to close you down. And then of course with the reverted technology, this is all your defensive buffs. So Flaring Nova was the big circular damage in the AoE. It is a 10-second cooldown, not amazing, but 85 damage. It's nice to just do this, pick enemies off, and then you can follow up with a Pelting Strikes to wipe out their health bars. To go alongside that, of course, we are using Divine Protection. So this is a 60-second cooldown. Pretty high, but we can absorb 716 damage over the course of 15 seconds, and this can really make all the difference when you get swarmed by mobs or in a boss fight. And then for our key skill in the middle, we are going with Battle Stance. Increased attack value, defense value, and weapon damage. So it will add 34% time to your regeneration of all combat arts, but it also adds 35% attack value and defense value, meaning you can just stand there, hold your attack button, and just swing for the fences. Really useful to have. So again, how does this all play out? Well, let's go find some combat, and you can see here we've got enemies in a group, so we land our big AoE, and then we can start picking them off, nice and easy. We have our next skill ready, and you can see that solo attack just wipes them out. I can activate my battle stance, just like that, and I can activate my extra health bar, activate my AoE once again, and then we can just stand here and just wipe enemies out. If I do my solo attack here, you can see if it kills an enemy, it will automatically move to the next one too. So it's a really key ability to have here, and it just allows us to wipe these dudes out, one by one. As you can see, even when they run away, they'll still take damage. And we can just eviscerate mobs. Just like that. So really hope this early game, up to level 25 build for the Seraphim, helps you get through the game. It has made this such a breeze. I've just blitzed through it in about 8-ish hours, I reckon. So yeah, if this is your kind of thing, I really hope you enjoyed. If you have, please drop the episode a like, helps me tremendously. If you're new and you haven't subscribed but you'd like to, that'd also be amazing, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.